But like in the beginning, I feel like it's not until shit's like.
And I think,
right, and this is the time you use to learn your neighbor's weaknesses, so you know how to take them.
And I just when people start going hungry too. That's when.
I think as long as everybody hunkers down in their home, the military can easily deal with that. Yeah. Like as long as you're hunkered down in your home and you say I'm not leaving and I'm only going out for like needs.
Don't tread on me.
Like you're good. I think
without representation.
I think the government can definitely take care of it, especially if you're somebody with guns. You just need to sit up in your like, you know, top floor window, and if zombies start walking down the street, just help everybody exterminate them.
Oh,
you know?
Here's my other question: these zombies. So I watch The Walking Dead. How do these zombies get killed? Like Call of Duty, just enough bullets.
Headshots or no shots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is headshots.
Or like you could burn them to death. But
actually, yeah, it is because
like the brain has to be destroyed in some way.
If they're Walking Dead zombies, like Michonne, like cut the jaws off zombies so they couldn't bite her, and she had them for like
as
months.
Pets. Yeah.
I think
not as pets. She had them chained to her so the other zombies would leave her alone.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That
made Michonne
very tactical.
Like if you cut their head off, their body's dead. Like their body's not going to do
they're
shit.
Still gonna
their mouth and like heads are still going to be like moving around.
What if I cut their head in half?
If I destroyed the brain,
because you destroyed the brain.
And like if you cut their head out, like Herschel, whenever he got his head cut off, like it was still like chomping at people.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember what like the old, like, you know, like whenever our parents were kids and things like that. But I think the rule of zombies back then was like you have to separate the head from the body, and then you have to bury the head like so many feet away.
Put themselves back together or something, right?
You have to bury the head so many feet away, so that way the curse is broken.
Dude, there's one creepy ass movie. I don't know what the fuck movie it is. It's like an old one. It might even be black and white. But it's like,
is it like the new, like how they're bringing back the Mummy and stuff? Like they're bringing back like the OG mummies and things like that.
I don't know, but like this is like an old movie that I'm specifically talking about. I've never seen the whole thing, but like I just seen this one scene that was like, I guess this ambulance rolled up to a place because they got a distress call, right? And as soon as they get out, they get fucked by these zombies, right? And like on the radio, there's like the people like at the hospital saying, "Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on?" And then this zombie walks up, picks up the radio, and just goes, "Send more paramedics." And I was like, "Fuck, that's scary. That's fucking scary." And like it sent like chills down my spine. I don't know what movie that is, but I was like, "Wow."
You know what I think would be? I'll get into it after we're going through a round, but I definitely do change my plan because I just thought of something even more important. I'm going to get on that boat. I'm going to go to Russia, and I'm going to go meet up with, what's his name? Primal Survivor, right? The dude on YouTube that does all, like, the...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Built the house out of mud. Me and you talk about it all the time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Bear Grylls?
No, there's a guy in Russia that, like, he goes out and he's built holes, and he's living on the land and things like that. I can't remember what it's called.
It's like mid-shoot. He's talking about how to like tame a snake.
No, it's like Primal Survivor. Look up like on YouTube. Look up like Primal Survivor or something.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Ted Bear?
No.
Oops. Oh, I have to show you Ted Bear.
My bad.
It's so
okay, Matt.
Okay, yeah. To get back on topic.
Yeah.
If it's Friday at 12 o'clock and we're following the rules and parameters you set, and I'm not at my house for some reason, like why would I go to work? But that's besides the point.
Right.
What I would do is I would say, fuck you to the managers. Well, not fuck you, because I like them. I'd grab a knife just in case, and then I'd get in my car, I'd go across the street to the Giant Eagle, grab what I could, then drive home, and then just, like, hunker down in my house. Like, it's not really that complicated.
Yeah. Tyler?
Alright, so Friday, 12 o'clock, I'm at work halfway through my shift. So what I'm doing is I am, getting in my car, stealing Ron Sam's Club membership. Going home, my brother will be home at that point. My dad and my mom will be shortly following, and then guns.
Guns.
We're just
catch a gun.
I'm never doing that again. And then we're just bunkering down. I mean, if I got home before my dad, I'd probably take my brother upstairs. I'd grab the AR, and I would literally. He would sit in his room, and I would sit at the top of the stairs until my dad got home. And then when my dad got home, I'd feel like we'd just make sure nobody else was in the house.
just imagine you sitting at the top of your steps.
Like a cigar in my mouth.
No. And your dad, like, is coming up to the door, and as soon as you see the doorknob, you go...
It's okay, guys. It was only Dad.
No, because he knows the secret. He knows the knock. He knows the knock. So he's good. But no, once my dad gets home, we're clearing the house, waiting for my mom to get home, and then just, everyone's armed, locked, loaded.
Locked, loaded.
And then we're going to go kill our neighbor. Oh, misfire. Sorry, guys.
Darn it. The bullet went through the window and, around the door.
It was weird.
We were just testing if police will still arrest us.
Your response time was impeccable.
You ever see that thing on the internet? It was like this guy, he called the police. He's like, hey, there's someone rooting through my shed. And they were like, oh, we don't have enough troops to send anyone right now. So then, later he called him back and he was like, yeah, I shot the guy. He's dead now. He's not, you don't have to worry about coming. He's not going to hurt anyone. He's not going to my shed anymore. And then, 2 minutes later, officers showed up and the guy was still alive in the shed. And they were like, well, I thought you said you killed him. And then the guy said, well, I thought you said you didn't have any officers to send to help.
That's what they get for lying.
I know what song, I think I saw it in a TV show where, it's a new TV show, the one kid's, has, is retarded or something,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He's in a chair.
Is it, it's just the new sitcoms.
Yeah, it's the guy who plays Kripke from Big Bang is, the dad or something. The woman, had one of those buttons. It's like a life alert, but I guess it's, specifically for people like that. She calls 911 and hits the button at the same time, and she, times to see who gets there first. And, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
See what the response time is.
Because I know you got one of those buttons, Matt.
I actually don't.
So, have you guys ever watched the movie 30?
Speechless. TV series is called Speechless.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched the movie 30 Days of Night?
No.
Yes, that's the one in Alaska, right?
Yeah, with the vampires?
Yeah.
I think that's the real threat. Those
vampires?
vampires are
vampires
crazy.
or people from Alaska?
No. So the vampires. No,
Sarah Palin is not a vampire.
no. So the idea behind this is the vampires have learned that since vampires can't go out during the day, well, since Alaska has a month where it's total darkness,
Like Twilight?
yeah, kind of.
Except
But
they don't suck.
they're absolutely fucking nuts vampires.
They
These
suck
vampires are crazy.
It's
Alright.
blood.
But they go to these Alaskan towns and just straight up murder everybody.
Yeah.
It was fucking that movie was crazy. They just went fucking
It's like a horror movie, or is
yeah.
it interesting?
It was fucking nuts. It was nuts. And
And
then
then
the
it
way
wasn't really a horror movie. It was more just
it was like a
gore
thriller.
fest.
Yeah, it was like a
gore
thriller.
fest.
But the way that they cover up all of it is after they're done killing everybody and it's not even they're vampires that really care so much about blood at a certain point. After they get their nutrients, they just start murdering everybody. They just go nuts. And they are the scariest motherfuckers in that movie. They made them the most intense, almost like a Superman character in that movie. These guys were just practically unstoppable.
I think that's typically how vampires are.
Yeah, but it's the way they were depicted in this movie that just made them more sinister and more just
You take out the vamp nest.
But the way that they would cover it up is if it was a oiling town, which most towns in Alaska usually are some sort of oiling thing.
Right.
They just spread the oil through the town, so they'll knock a bunch of holes in the oil pipe, let it seep through the town, and then just light the town on fire and act like they died during their sleep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald, you have a topic for us.
So my topic is a segment we're doing once a week, every week. Matt, hit me with it.
You haven't seen what?
When you're done cringing.
That's crazy.
so-
you asked me to do it.
So last week we talked about The Goonies because I never saw it, and Matt chose me to pick a movie for this week. And I chose Zombieland because Matt has never seen it.
I haven't.
How have you never seen Zombieland?
Because he's a gay boy.
I don't know. I just feel like
That's crazy.
I feel like it's one of those movies that you just kind of throw on, though.
It's not that long, too.
No, it's not.
I was surprised. It was only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
If that, honestly.
Shit, fuck! That's one of my favorite parts of that movie.
No, I like the Bill Murray part.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, what'd
Well,
you
I
like
guess
about
this
it?
was my own fault.
I think the number one thing I took away from it is that Emma Stone is way hotter as a brunette than she is a blonde.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's pretty much what I got.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be funnier though. I laughed a little bit, but I didn't laugh that much.
I think it's one of those movies that it's better to watch with a group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever he was crying about his kid, and he said, "I haven't cried like this since Titanic," I died. That part was great. and his search for the Twinkie was just amazing.
Snowballs.
I like snowballs.
It's
not the
definitely been a
taste,
while.
just
He
the
would like
texture.
snowballs too.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a while since I've seen that movie.
So
It's
good.
good.
Like, I'm talking, like, I think I watched it, like, 4 or 5 times with my cousins at their house back whenever I was, like, 12.
It's not top 5 best of
No.
all time. It's
Right.
probably top 5 zombie
To
movies.
be honest, I easily forgot about it until I got a text saying, "Hey, watch Zombieland," and I was like, "Oh, that's right, that movie exists."
The last time I watched it with some people up at school, and like towards the end, every time we just started saying like Overwatch alts. Like when they had the hammer, we went hammer down. It was pretty funny. You weren't there, so you don't know.
No, I wasn't there. Why would I be in Ohio? It's the Florida of the North.
The Florida
Kind
of
of
the
is.
North.
It's the
North.
Florida
When
of the
people
North.
when people ask what happened here today, tell them the North remembers.
I don't know. There are nice things in Florida. There ain't too much great shit going on in Ohio.
There's,
King of
I
the
mean,
North.
Erie is a great thing in
There's
Ohio.
Cedar
But that's
Point.
everywhere else. Like that's here. That's
it's
Canada.
not everywhere else.
It's, like
The Atlantic
you can go so
Ocean
many
is
other
pretty
places.
much everywhere else too.
Yeah.
What's Gibby thinking about?
I don't know. I loved it though.
I mean,
it was a good
Whenever I
movie.
first saw it, it was obviously a lot better
I mean,
than
it
the
was a
second
quirky
time.
movie that
Yeah.
would have been fun.
It's
to
just
I
watch.
thought I wouldn't say it's like amazing. I'd say it's like
It's a fun.
good.
It's
Yeah.
like a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Bill
It really is
fucking
a
Murray.
it really is a popcorn movie.
Yeah, it's just a movie to, like I said, you just gotta watch it, kind of a thing.
pretty much.
Who's Bill Murray? You know, I've never hit a kid before.
Was that actually Bill Murray's house though?
I don't know.
I don't think it would be.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was though.
He probably said, if you want to film my house, I have to be in the movie.
It's like if he, because
Do
if
you
he
have
wants
any
to,
regrets? I don't know. Garfield, maybe.
This is so exciting. You're about to find out who you're going to call.
I love whenever he got shot, they just didn't pretend like he was dying. He was just casually talking.
Yeah.
Too. Like, he wasn't going like,
they did the 21-gun salute.
yeah.
That was great.
Shit, it's,
No,
a double, it's a
it's
double
double
barrel.
barrel.
Yeah. God.
I like the
Okay.
zombie kill of the week.
Yeah,
that
was great.
Yeah.
I like how they made it seem like there's
A contest, like, going on.
there's an actual like board you can go to. It's like, oh, who has the best
The
kill?
zombie kill of the week.
And the question is, who filmed it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Piano Drop was good, though. That has to be number 1. Of that. Oh,
I mean, maybe of the week.
yeah.
I think what made it was like that old non
Yeah.
type person.
Yeah,
Just casually.
the church
like,
volunteer lady.
yeah.
I do think that the new threat of the world would be vampires, not zombies.
Nah, because I'm just
Are
going
they,
to
Just
the,
find out
are they
it's
the
not-
underdog of the
Colin, all
world
you have to do is hide in
domination?
an Italian restaurant because they're like afraid of garlic.
Well,
I
then
mean,
he comes hide in the church, too.
Like the original zombies or the original vampires, yes, but like now that vampires have gone so far, it's basically silver is the only thing that
So
affects vampires anymore.
Silver garlic.
Silver does do it. I can
So-
vouch for that.
silver, dead
Get your
man's
catachan.
blood, decapitation.
You do have to get close enough to a vampire to decapitate it.
You also need
I
to get
didn't
close
expect
enough
to do it
them
from a
inject them with
distance.
dead man's blood.
Yeah, you can just throw like the sword.
Get like this buzzsaw gun.
But I mean, like vampires are definitely more nasty than zombies.
No, vampires are lame now though, because Twilight ruined vampires.
I don't know.
That's-
I mean, like
that's
I guess
really, really
if
accurate.
you've definitely like followed the whole Twilight thing, but like if you watch like Dracula, even though the movie wasn't that good, I'm hoping this new one's
I
fantastic.
kind of like the movie.
It was good.
Dracula
Yeah, it
Untold
wasn't
wasn't bad.
Are they making another one?
Well, they're so like the Mummy, they're rebooting that whole series from way back in the day, like the old black and white movies.
Sure.
So they're gonna bring back the Wolfman. They're gonna bring back the Invisible Man. They're gonna bring back. I hope they bring back
Is the
Frankenstein.
Invisible Man?
What's
a
with all the
scary movie?
remakes, dude?
Yeah, I mean back in those days they were scary.
Because people can't come up with
Is
ideas.
like the Invisible Man? Like,
They're running out of
scary
90s
dude?
franchises
I
and
guess.
80s
Does
franchises
he like kill
already.
people
So.
or?
I really can't remember. It's been so.
Like,
long
I
since
understand
watched
for
all those
nostalgia and to
movies.
get a
Sounds more
new
like
audience to
Superpower
look
than
at it.
It's not even like
No,
they're
because
good half the
he's
time.
like a mischievous. He's kind of like a mischievous
Ghostbusters was
goblin
good.
in a way.
Who, the
If-
Invisible
from what I
Man?
can
I'm
remember,
joking.
Yeah,
I know for a fact you didn't watch it.
I know.
honestly.
it's been a while since I've seen them.
Right.
I mean, like I was like 10. Like, it's
Yeah.
been a while. But I think vampires are where it's at.
Well, that's all I gotta say about Zombieland. What
Be scared of vampires.
Any last?
It was good. I'm glad that
It was
I watched
enjoyable.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
What?
that,
Ronald's got to pick for next.
Ron
Ronald's got to pick for next
has
week.